The mighty Scorpions have honorably bowed down to the Panthers of Gabon in a 4-3 thrilling match in the ongoing World Cup qualifiers match in Kenya. Technically or mathematically, call it any what you wish, what is certain is that the Gambia's hope of reaching the prestigious World Cup in North America is dead in the mud. This is Beyond the Scores, your numero uno sports show, here on Teledal TV. My name is Tafwada, and here are some of the top stories. Gambia duo bounced back in Under-18 Beach Volleyball World Championships in Doha. With one game remaining in World Cup qualifiers, several African giants tried to join Morocco, Egypt, and Tunisia to book their place in next year's World Tournament. A host of European and South American giants scored victories in their matches, and all of these stories coming right up on the other side of the break. The Gambian national team suffered a defeat in an amazing 7-goal match against Gabon. The Scorpions lost 4-3 in a back-and-forth game as the two teams exchanged lead changes several times in a classic game in Kenya. Gabon took the lead twice in the first half through former Arsenal, Barcelona, and Chelsea striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but were quickly pegged back on both occasions. Yankuba Minte and Adama Sidibé equalized for the Scorpions. Skilebe then headed the Scorpions ahead 2 minutes into the second half, but Gabon did not lie down. Aubameyang made it 3-3 when he completed his hat-trick with a downward header, but just after the hour mark, and then put the Gabon back ahead in the 78th minute with a fine strike across goal. The Scorpions pushed to get an equalizer in a tense final 10 minutes, which included a scuffle that sent off the hat-trick hero Aubameyang. But Jonathan McKinstry's boys could not find a goal. The win leaves Gabon with a slimmer of chance to still qualify as they trail group leaders Ivory Coast by 3 points, with the final match day to come against Burundi. Gambia, who were already mathematically eliminated from possibly qualification, will face Seychelles on Monday and Mauritius. The match highlighted where the Scorpions currently stand. The attack is dangerous and capable of scoring and creating chances against any team. However, the overall balance of the team is still lacking, and Coach McKinstry will have to find a solution before the start of next African Cup of Nations qualifying campaign next year. In Doha, the Gambian duo of Ojanjai and Mariama Sambo have qualified for the round of 16 of the U18 World Beach Championships after they defeated the duo from DR Congo 2-0 to clinch their spot in the next round of the tournament. The duo put on a brilliant display to win 21-11 in the first set, then 21-18 in the second, to overcome their first round defeat to Canada and continue their quest for medal in the tournament. The girls joined their boys' counterpart, who also booked their place in the round of 16 of the boys' tournament earlier. The Gambians are shining the Gambian flag proudly in Doha and showcasing the growing talent on the Smiling Coast. With one game remaining in World Cup qualifiers, several African giants tried to join Morocco, Egypt, and Tunisia to book their place in next year's World Tournament. Algeria booked their place in next year's tournament, joining their North African rivals after Riyad Mahrez led from the front with a goal and an assist to become the fourth African nation to qualify for the World Cup after cruising to a 3-0 win over Somalia. The Desert Foxes are assured of top spot in Group G with one game to spare and will return to the World Cup for the first time since 2014, when they were beaten by eventual champions Germany in the last 16. Elsewhere, Benin, South Africa, Nigeria, Rwanda, and Lesotho all went into the last round of games still in contention for automatic qualification in Group C. This after South Africa were given a 3-point deduction last month for fielding an ineligible player. Nigeria knew that only a victory against Lesotho would keep them in the hunt, and they were able to win a tense match against Lesotho. All 3 goals happened in the second half, with Nigeria taking a 2-goal lead, only to have Lesotho equalize in the 83rd minute to set up a frantic final 10 minutes. But the Super Eagles held on to keep pressure on the group leaders Benin and South Africa. South Africa are the other team with a chance of topping the group. but their chances suffered a big blow when they were held to a goalless draw at home by 10-man Zimbabwe. Bafana Bafana are second, 2 points behind Benin and 1 clear of third-place Nigeria. Benin, the group leaders, grabbed a late 1-0 victory in Rwanda and are aiming to secure a place at the finals for the very first time. Only the group winners are assured a spot at the finals in North America. Nigeria hosts Benin in the final round of games on Tuesday and will leapfrog their West African rivals if they win by 2-goal margin. However, South Africa could yet finish above both sides if they win their home game against Rwanda, setting up a thrilling final match day. Meanwhile, Senegal's qualifying battle with DR Congo in Group B will also go down to the last day of campaign, after both sides won on Friday. Senegal trashed South Sudan 5-0 to keep a 2-point lead on top of the group, with their final match coming up. DR Congo kept pressure on them, however, after they also were victorious by defeating Togo 1-0. Those results mean Senegal retain a 2-point lead over DR Congo in Group B and have a 3-goal advantage over the Leopards when it comes to goal difference. Senegal hosts Mauritania, and DR Congo entertains Sudan in the final round on Monday. More international sports news coming up right after the break. In Europe, Kylian Mbappe scored his 10th successive game for club and country before picking up a minor injury as France continued their winning start to World Cup 2026 qualifying, winning 3-0 against Azerbaijan to keep France at top of their group. The Real Madrid forward scored his 53rd international goal in first-half injury time, dancing through Azerbaijan's defense and placing a shot into the bottom right-hand corner. It was his 17th strike of the season, and he has now scored in all but one of the 13 appearances for France and Real Madrid this term. England were also victorious when they defeated British rivals Wales in a friendly match on Wednesday at Wembley. Morgan Rogers, Ollie Watkins, and Bukayo Saka were on the score sheet for Thomas Tuchel's men. The Three Lions now move on to face Latvia in their next World Cup qualifier in Riga on Tuesday. Much has been made of Tuchel's decision to exclude Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham, despite the player's wish to be included. But in his absence, Villa's Rogers justified that choice with another fine performance, as Tuchel remains undefeated since taking over as head coach. In South America, Carlo Ancelotti continued his fast start as coach of Brazil, with another thumping win after defeating South Korea 5-0. 2 goals each from Chelsea wonderkid Estevao and winger Rodrigo of Real Madrid, rounded off by superstar Vini Jr. to continue the new coach's undefeated start at the helm. Ancelotti was appointed as coach earlier this year with the purpose of leading the 5-time World Cup winners to their first World Cup trophy since 2002, and seems to be rounding into form as the tournament looms near. That's all we have for you today. This is Beyond the Scores on Teledal TV. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a great weekend. Goodbye.